everyone, my name is Ondina Martins. I'm a Lake Granbury Master Gardener, and many of us work here at this beautiful demonstration garden so that you folks here in Granbury and around Hood County can come learn the plants that do well here in Texas, in this region of Texas, and you can also make those plantings in your own garden. Today, here in the children's garden, we will be dividing irises. Now, irises are rhizomes, and why do they need to be divided? The rhizomes need to be divided at least every 2 to 3 years. If they are overgrown, and you can see that because the rhizomes spread horizontally and they clump on top of each other, so that means they need to be divided. Or if they stop producing flowers, because once they stop producing flowers, that means they need to be divided and save the babies, okay? Regular division will keep your irises flowering and also prevent problems with iris borer, which is a worm that attacks your irises, and also prevent root rot. Now, when is the best time to divide irises? The best time to divide irises is right now, September, the early fall, late summer, and that's true pretty much throughout most parts of the United States. Now, irises are not bulbs, they are considered rhizomes. Many people may call them tubers or bulbs, but that is the wrong classification. Now, irises, as I said, are rhizomes, and I'll be looking at my notes to make sure that I'm giving you the right information. Now, there are 4 different types of reproductive structures. We have tubers, corms, rhizomes, and bulbs. And I'll go over the differences a little bit so you can know what the differences are. A tuber. Tubers are formed from a stem or a root. They store nutrients just like all the others, like the bulbs do, the corms do, and the rhizomes do. The only thing is the tuber, the shoots grow from many different parts of that tuber. Examples of these are dahlias, potatoes, and begonias. The corm. Corms are actually enlarged underground stems, so they are an extension of the plant. And once again, they store nutrients for that plant. They are surrounded by paper. It feels like paper, okay? After the stems sprout from the corm, then the bud forms on top of the stem. Examples of this are your gladiolas and your crocuses. The bulb. A bulb is comprised of a plant stem and leaves, so it has all the things there ready to grow. The bottom of the bulb is compact stem and the roots, okay? And the plant will grow from this bulb. It's in layers, and they, of course, once again, filled with nutrition so that they can grow into the plant. Examples of this are your tulips, your lilies, and your daffodils. Now, the rhizome, which is what the irises are here at the children's garden, they are a stem-like structure, and they grow horizontally. So it's really easy to tell the difference between them, because most of the others, like the corms, the tubers, and the bulbs, are under the ground, but the rhizomes are shallowly planted, and when you look at them, they grow horizontally, and the roots are underneath in the ground growing. So this is a good time to divide. It's a nice cool day. It's about 77 degrees right now, not a whole lot of sun, and it's a good time to do it. So Carolyn, my colleague, is gonna demonstrate how to lift the clump, divide the clump, and she'll show you how to save the good parts of the clump and plant it once again. And then next year, you'll have new plants. Now, caution, when you do this, the very first year after you do the division, they will not bloom as well. And the reason is that rhizome has to establish and grow. But by second year, you'll have a whole profusion of new irises. Enjoy it, and good luck.
All right, let's move over to Carolyn, who is
Hello,
doing the iris
Yes.
cleanup and division.
What I have done is I pulled the mulch back away from the iris, and you can see where it's overgrown. The rhizomes are out of the ground, and so they're really thick in there, and they're not going to do well. So we're going to have to divide them, and so manual labor.
First step to dig them up.
And then you look to see if there's babies coming And this one doesn't have one yet, but it has started. This nodule that's on the side is another one that's going to be growing up.
So this part right here is not going to bloom again.
Right.
And so we've trimmed that back. But the
This
part
will.
that will bloom again is that baby right there.
Yes.
So if we wanted to chop this off right here, like if it was soft, we'd just cut that off.
Yes.
Or break it off.
If this rhizome area here is soft, throw it in the trash, because it's not going to do anything. So it has to be firm.
Okay, show us one more.
All right.
Maybe we'll find one where the babies are real obvious.
Let's see what we have here.
Now this soil is actually,
It's a
Not-
rocky.
it's not that bad. However, if you have really good soil, they won't grow very well.
No,
like-
they love rotten soil. No, because these are very hardy. It takes a lot to kill them. So that's a good thing for people that are just starting out. So I don't see any, well, right there. There's one. There's a baby growing up on that one.
Right here.
Yes.
Okay, so you can get
Rid of this
you can
Here.
cut that off if you want.
if you want. Leave the roots on.
Very good.
Yes.
We'll look at one more.
Okay, we'll break this off. This was all one rhizome growing together. And see this one on the side? Tear that off. And that's another one.
Oh, I see. That one's very obvious.
Yes.
That's the new baby.
That's
so
the new
this
baby.
will not come back, and nothing on the end here. Oops,
Right.
I'm not showing it. Nothing right there will come back, but this is the new plant.
Right.
Awesome.
And so you can break this off, plant this, it's going to grow new babies and we'll make more shoots.
Very good. Well, let me just say thank you to Carolyn. Stand up again, Carolyn, so we can see. Thank you to Carolyn Stapleton and Ondina Martins. For
And make sure you give away whatever you don't want, because you're going to be throwing away an awful lot of rhizomes. So share with your friends.
Awesome. Thank you, ladies. Our
You're
Master
welcome.
Gardener's
welcome.
instruction
Thank
for
you.
today.